today we're going to learn about context clues. And context clues are a really valuable skill to learn because when you're reading and you don't know what a word means, you can use things that you've learned, like identifying parts of speech, or using prefixes and suffixes, or word roots, or the sentence around the word. You can figure out what the word means. And so, so these are some really quick tests that you can do just to figure out what parts of speech there are. And there's 4 really basic ones. So for noun, if it fits into into blank ran the race, like he ran the race, she ran the race, the dog ran the race, it's a noun. And so for verb, it's he blanked to the other side. So he jumped to the other side, he ran to the other side. And then for adjective, the blank house. So like the haunted house, the cute house, the scary house. And then for adverb, he ran the race blank. So how did he run the race? He ran the race quickly, he ran the race slowly. And so just using these 4 really easy tests, you can identify parts of speech. And so for these sentences, you can use the sentence around the word to figure out what the word means. So when the 2 friends collaborated on the assignment, they finished it quicker. And so what do you think collaborate means? When 2 people collaborate on something.
They work together.
Right, and how could you tell collaborate means working together?
Because it says 2 friends and they finished it quicker.
Right, awesome. So, and then the next sentence, however, some of their classmates were incompatible and couldn't seem to agree on anything. And so when 2 people are incompatible, what do you think that means? Yeah, Rachel.
Like they don't get along.
Right. Right. So how do you know incompatible means didn't get along?
Because it said couldn't seem to agree on anything.
Right, awesome. And so for this sentence, at the end of the day, the teachers were satisfied with how diligent and thorough they were with the project. And so what do you think diligent means? Like when you think diligent? Yeah, sure.
Working hard.
Right. And so how did you know? Diligent.
Thorough.
Right. And so when you're thorough with something, you do it like really well, right? All the way. Awesome. And so for the last sentence, it's the thieves entered covertly without being seen. And what do you guys think covertly means? Yeah, Rachel.
Fast. Or quick.
No. Anyone else?
Sneaky.
Yeah, sneaky. Right. So how do you know covert means?
Without being seen.
Right. So like when someone's a covert spy, they're like sneaky.
Yes.
James Bond. Awesome. So these 2 quotes I took from Edgar Allan Poe's Telltale Heart. And so we can use word roots and prefixes and suffixes to figure out what the word means. So first quote is, death in approaching him had stalked with his black shadow before him and enveloped him. And so what do you think enveloped means? And you can see the word root, right? Because some words, they're nouns, but then they can also be verbs. So where's the noun in this? Yeah.
Envelope.
Yeah, envelope. And so when you put something in an envelope, what are you doing?
You wrap it together.
Right. And so what does enveloped mean?
You wrap him together.
Right. Awesome. And so if you still think me mad, you will think so no longer when I describe the wise precautions I took. And so what do you think precautions means? Yeah, one.
To prepare for something before something actually happens.
Right. So when you take precautions, you're preparing, right? What we do today, it's called Essay Royal Flush. And it's just 4 things based on the 4 face cards that will make your essays a lot better. So we're going to sing now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
King is for kicking off your essays with a zing. Queen is for quotes that give it an ethos sheen. Jack is for joining your paragraphs with tacks. Ace is for analysis that becomes your paper's base.
Awesome. And so just using these 4 things, you can really make your papers a lot better. Just like giving your paper some zing.